Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Doc, for having the Batman, a.k.a. Jerry Royce Live Worldwide from Positive Power, Double XI Christian Media on your show. You know, we appreciate you, man, and thank you so much. A little about me, man, without taking up a whole lot of time. I'm an entrepreneur and serving the Lord, man, trying to help, people in business, small business, to get ahead and to teach them what I know, what I've learned over the many years that my family's been in business, because we have actually been serving the Lord in business for, I guess, like 30 years now, because we started in publishing. I guess we started around 1992, 93. And we moved into podcasting around 2007, revisited around 2013, and we launched a full-blown radio station with the help of others that was trying to do the same thing right before we all had the capabilities of going live. So basically right now, man, I have a full-blown radio station where we host I guess we host up to 12 shows, 3 podcasts per night. And we're supported by another radio station coming out of St. Louis. And then, of course, we do the television productions too. We produce 6 television shows. Just picked up a brand new television show for Comcast. So we produce all of our television shows are produced for Comcast, the Earth Channel, WATC, the Christian Television Network, and the Comcast Network up in northern Chicago. And they all featured spiritual based talk shows where we're basically talking about people's journey. Of course, we got topics on the scriptures for one of the shows, and then the other show is based on transparency. And we do some media coverages. We do stuff on location. We're putting up pop-up studios. We actually produce a television show in Atlanta, Georgia. About twice a year we go out there, and we're looking at doing North Carolina next in Greensboro. Shout out to Greensboro. And of course, we do a number of pop-up studios in the Maryland area, specifically the Eastern Shore, a couple locations that we've been using this past summer. So we're excited, man. Exposing African Americans to television, man, is something that we really didn't really have except for, BET. And of course, shout out to Kathy Hughes with TV One. And of course, Oprah came along with her network. And then we have Tyler Perry pushing BET Plus. So I feel like, man, I'm in a good position to help the little man, the independent. Be seen on TV and opportunities for all these billions of dollars that's out there right now. So we can bless our churches, man, with our giving. That's the only way we're going to be able to move ahead if we bless the kingdom, based on our labor. Amen.
Wow. That's so powerful. Listen, y'all. Hey, AKA Batman, y'all. Listen, he is like a big brother, mentor. Even that's why I even have my, my business page up on, y'all make sure on Facebook, The Power of Influence with Dr. E. Been uploading a lot of stuff. We had a nice talk, and I just followed what he said. He's an inspiration. I'm so excited because he's such a blessing. I've been on the network, been on the shows. Y'all see me featured all in the list. So I'm telling you, the greatest best, and the best is yet to come. So y'all gonna be seeing me all over. But I love it because even when I was on the show with Shay in the Red Room, and doing the taping, and on with Paula G, and who's doing amazing work in the Atlanta area on one of the most prominent shows out there in the networks. And not only that, he has helped me to push me forward and go further. I was on there for the Power of the Seed. I was on there for Soulful Prayer Volume 1. I look forward to being on there with Soulful Prayer Volume 2.
Yes, sir.
Which is #1 best. Also, I'm looking forward. But Mr. Jerry, thank you so much. I just want you to, as well as share with those who want to, whether it's going on to media ministry, whether it's broadcasting, whether it's TV, and just share some of the experience, what they may have to experience, or even some of the challenges, but the reward after it all.
Yeah, man. Well, one of the things that we have so many resources in front of us right now. I mean, I've learned so much. I mean, because when I was in radio in podcasting, first it was just me and one individual. She helped me produce 5 shows a night. And then we gradually started collaborating with other podcasters who were already doing what we were doing. We just put our brain together. We combined music and all that stuff. I think when you can't do it all by yourself. So I said the most important thing right now is to try to do collaborations. If it wasn't for Paula G, I wouldn't be able to produce My Journey. My Journey is a phenomenal television show. I could not be Paula G. Also, The Red Room with Shay. Shay has so many talents when it comes to music and connecting with people so quickly because one, not only she's a brilliant, songwriter, a music artist, gospel artist, but she's also, she's in marketing with medical suppliers. So she understands the nature of business with dealing with leaders. And we learn from her that way. And also she runs a record label. So it's a lot we can learn and the collaborations with their record label. If it wasn't for their record label, we wouldn't have been able to put out a very successful short film because I wouldn't have had no music. I would have just been pulling stuff off the internet. And then we was able to give that.
And it's a blessing when you're asked to come back out more than once. So it was truly a blessing, even when we did the taping of The Red Room and, My Journey with Paula G and the commercials I did. And, being on there as well as, talking about all 3 of my books. What a blessing. And when people pour into you and they believe in your vision, you sharing theirs, like you said, with the collaboration, that is, when y'all came, thank you again, last year for coming and, covering all the media information and, the televising it, for my entrepreneur thing I did for the top 20 in the DMV, which was a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all did that. Were featured. Each guest, y'all, each entrepreneur, each individual, listen, all 20 of them, they got interviewed and it aired on TV. So that's a blessing when whoever can pour into you, and to sharing that in whatever your vision, your dream. And this is what I put it together for, is when I prayed about it, is to be able to help us to let's say, listen, we can work together, love one another, support one another, come together, and just share a little bit about how important that is.
Man, that's so important because just like when you put on that event and, you did what you could do in marketing, you was collaborating with another marketeer. He did what he could do, but, because I think he was using a lot of personal contact with people. And then when you got that crowd together, man, it was like the television cameras was peeking into your world. And we was able to record these individuals, which were major accomplishments, man, what they were doing, phenomenal, talented people. And we were able to plug that into Lakeisha's show. Cause Lakeisha was just getting her own TV show at the time. At the time, we were just doing features, on my show and on YouTube. And then right out of the sky, I get a Comcast deal in Atlanta, Georgia. Who would have seen that coming? So then your people were able to be seen on these networks. But one of the things that you and I was able to talk about the last time is like, okay, what do I do with that footage now? Okay, the show aired live, so it's gone. People saw it, they moved on. And then they experience another noise. But from that footage, we put it on YouTube. Now it's available for people to keep viewing it. But it's your job to be able to put it in front of them, which means you got to get into marketing and promotion using all these resources we have with social media, IG, YouTube, Facebook. Man, I was listening to my man Damon John, and he said if he had all of this in front of him when he first launched FUBU, he would have never had to mortgage his mom's house off. He would have came out firing all cylinders. And we have all this in front of us, but we don't really understand it, how to use it, because a lot of our experts are not really, well, I can't say all of them not doing, because there's a lot of them out there. That's how I learned about it. We have to learn as business owners. We have to go out there and figure out how you really properly use this stuff. A lot of you guys, and me sometime too, we were so excited about our 800 views that we were getting when Facebook first came along. And a lot of us is down to 25, maybe 100 if we're lucky. And we still pushing that. And we're getting the results of a free flyer. That's what we're getting, the results of a flyer. And you and I talked about that. What type of results do you really want from the product that you have spent so much time and energy and money on? Now it's time for you to go out there and tell everybody about it. But it's going to cost you a few dollars when you do it. And you got to understand how you invest your money into your marketing. Cause that's where a lot of us are there now. We got excellent product, good music, good LPs, good books, good magazines, good radio shows. But we're not telling enough people about it. And one thing, social media want to get paid for you to be able to access their audience. That's just the bottom line. And that's how it is with our television show. When I pay for advertising No, when I pay for airtime on those radio station, TV stations, they already have an audience of 1.5 million subscribers. Comcast has an average of 1.5 million subscribers per township. Like every town that they have their network, Comcast is broadcasting. That's how many people are subscribed on an average in the 50 states. So that means that when you get on those television shows, they have already a viewing audience. And My Journey has a viewing audience. She's on one of the top 2 TV stations in the Atlanta area. They already have, these are people who are baby boomers. Baby boomers love television. They're not really into social media and the telephones and all that stuff. They spend their time watching television because a lot of them are retired right now. They have disposable income. That's what we want. We want to show them our products and our services so they can pay for it. But we can't do that if we're not where they are. They are not on social media. You know, like a good book like yours, who's going to appreciate, you got to think about yourself, who will appreciate your book more than a baby boomer? They will love your book, but you have to find them. You have to locate them and find out, where are they? You know, where are they in Georgia? Where are they in Maryland? You know, so those are the type, that's how you have to do your homework. You got to find out who are the consumers. Cause a lot of us don't sit down on a piece of paper when we first put our book together or first put our, whatever our services are. We don't design our services, to the consumer, which is a big mistake. Most music artists design their music for their audience. They're looking, say, okay, they into big rims, they into gold chains, they into having a bunch of women, they into, rocking a crib. So that's what they're going to talk about because they know that's what you want to hear. So you guys got to find out what are baby boomers interested in right now. A lot of them are looking for second and third careers. They want to own their own businesses. They want to buy stuff for their businesses. They want to take care of their homes. They want to make their home even more comfortable before they have to move on to the next, they move on. So you have to look at yourself and say, how can I design a product or a service for them? Now, if you into the millennials, then you have to look and see what the millennials are into right now. What do they like doing? They like playing on their phones. They like going out. They like dressing nice. They like tennis shoes. You have to design your product and services at the consumers that you're interested in. Amen.
Yeah, and that's powerful information. Listen, y'all, this your boy, Dr. E, the Power of Influence, right here on Power 4.4 Radio every Friday, 6 p.m. to 8. Make sure you download that app Live 365 and look for Power 4.4. Listen, you're on an amazing interview, getting a lot of wisdom, knowledge, from Mr. Jerry Royce Live, CEO, owner, and operator of Positive Power 21, y'all. Listen, you want to go on media, you're trying to actually go into whether it's television, media. Listen, he's sharing a lot of wisdom. I'm telling you, y'all just look for me because I'm headed somewhere. He gave me a lot of wisdom. I'm already been featured in the Atlanta area. Listen, my journey with Paula G, just sitting on her interview, that really blessed me and where I'm going, even in media and radio and all of that. So it's a blessing when people are pouring into you. So y'all make sure y'all share this, and check him out, follow him on social media. I'm telling you, a wealth of knowledge. Everything he told me the other day in my email, I did it. And I'm telling you, when people pour and give you the wisdom and, what to do and how, especially when they have, the heart for you and are sharing that information and, with right motives, right heart, the right agenda. So, Mr. A.K. Man,
yes,
listen,
sir.
Man, thank you for all that you're pouring into me and helping me and even allow me to be on so many of these different channels and interviews, and it's appreciative. So I thank you. And so actually share a word of inspiration and also with them why it is so important to invest in your brand and to research.
Yes. And I just want everybody to vision this because I know sometimes it's hard because there's so much noise that think about what Beyonce did when she built her empire. It wasn't just her that came out there first. Her dad started with the 3 girls and then he took the best of the 3 girls and he poured all his investment in her. And one thing, but you got to remember what she does is she don't always release her albums when she still got life in another one. So and this is to you authors and you songwriters, a lot of time your books and your music have a longer shelf life than you realize because not everybody have seen it and heard it. So you can keep rocking that thing. So now you can spend all your resources on the marketing. and promoting. You don't have to worry about putting all that money into another book when you still haven't sold that book to not even 1% of the population, even in your own community. And so you got to look at that number too. How much of the percentage of the audience are you looking at that you want to buy that book? And I say Earl G. Graves used to say, if you bless, if 10% buy it. So that means you want 10% of as many people as you possibly can put it in front of. So my inspiration to you guys is to stay encouraged and keep researching what you're doing. Is somebody out there on YouTube or Google that is giving you information that you need because they had done this before? Just like I just talked about Beyonce. I didn't talk about what Batman has done. I'm talking about the success of what Beyonce have done. She does not release an album till she got everything she can out the last one. So hold on to that book idea until you get everything out of the one you're working on now and that LP or that EP or whatever that single is. Milk it till you can't milk it no more, meaning take the resources you have and ask friends to invest in it. You don't have to give them a percentage of the business, but you just give them the credits of it. Maybe a co-producer, co-executive. You see those names out there. Sometimes them people just put money into the project. They didn't discover it. So just stay encouraged and just keep pushing. That's what I say. Keep grinding until you, and don't get into corners or circles of people who are not in your best interest, because they will take your excitement away from you. That means it could be your girlfriend, it could be your boyfriend, your mother, and your father, or your sister. Sometimes the people closest to you may not be interested in what you're doing, so don't keep putting it on them. Just share with people who's doing the same thing you're doing. Share ideas. Go to Facebook, form a group. Look for those people. Say, hey man, I see you doing the same thing I'm doing. How successful have you been? Where are you with it right now? Let's exchange ideas. That's where I'm at, man. That's all I got, Doc. That's all I got. Amen.
Well, wow. Thank you. It's powerful because, everything you did and us emailing and just even being in your company, being in, sitting with, Miss Paula G and, sitting there with Shay and just on the different, stations and different things. So it's so powerful, y'all. This is a wealth of knowledge. This is wisdom. And as I always tell people, my show, always pray about every guest, to bring on so you would get wisdom, the knowledge, and hear their testimony here, where they were to where they are to where they're going. And so, man, I appreciate you taking time out.
Yes, sir.
You busy schedule just to share with your little brother, your mentee, Dr. E right here on Power 4.4 Radio, the Power Influence, every Friday, 6 p.m. to 8. And listen, y'all, make sure y'all download that app, Live 365, and look for Power 4.4. And make sure y'all follow him on social media. And that's Jerry Royce Live, Positive Power 21, XXI as it is. And so, man, thank you for taking time. Get a family big old virtue hug for me. Let them know I love and appreciate you. Definitely, your book is on the way. So definitely, I appreciate all the support. And all the support. Thank you so very much.
All right.
And if you a last little word to encourage them, you can just leave just a word, just a quick word of inspiration to them.
All right. Well, they can come out to my website and visit if they want to check out all our program. All of our programs are about inspiration. We always encouraging people. So that'd be Positive Power. Almost forgot it. PositivePower21.org. PositivePower21.org. It takes you to everything we're doing. You'll find our social media. You'll find us on Twitter. Everything right there on PositivePower21.org. And all I gotta say is, y'all, just stay encouraged. This is going to be over real soon. Just stay safe. Wash your hands. Cover your face up. If somebody's sick, get out of the room. That's all I got to say, y'all. God bless you all, and may God speed recovery of our economy. Amen.
All right. Hey, Batman. Appreciate you, big bro. My mentor, y'all. One of my mentors. He's just poured so much. Thank you for taking time out. I appreciate having an amazing, safe, wonderful, and blessed weekend. And definitely I'll be emailing. Definitely, I'll be connecting. And I look forward to the, when Lakeisha come on as well.
Yeah. So what time Lakeisha coming on?
Love you. 7.
All right.
7.
Yeah, y'all going to enjoy Lakeisha. Lakeisha started right at the bottom out there doing media, events after events, and look at her now, got her own television and radio show doing big things. God is good. Amen.
Yep. All right, be blessed, and I'll holler at you.
Yes, sir.
All right, be blessed. Listen, that was Mr. Jerry Royce Live, y'all.